If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Thomas. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get it to the edge. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snagged in the middle, it's Dinkins. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Allard. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
That's reeled in. It's Matthews. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Ball's out. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Direct snap. It's Thomas. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to the ground game on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Singleton. The pitch. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Aller. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now from inside the red zone. A little screen to the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Allard. That's caught. It's Ross. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's Pena. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide open spaces. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, you know who's going to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Allard. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
A QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, But thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try to get outside. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
To the air, it's Aller. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this 1st half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
31, Tennessee, 6.
And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. Just steamrolling the defense. And they get him out of... explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. Lots of running room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Handoff from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. And the defense backs him up, making the tackle in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, it's a fake. He's taking the shot. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Shoots it to the left. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got his man across the middle. Turning on the Jets. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Vols want to crank the tempo. He wants to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and the linebacker did a great job understanding. The running back slips out. He expands with him. And how about making a tackle in the open field? Linebacker on running back. You don't always want that situation or that matchup, but the defense won that one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 45, Tennessee 6.
The Volunteers line up to punt it away. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. A low line drive and not his best work. He's got it, looking for a big return. Very little will make the crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the eye.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days.
it.